Okay, today let us see about the transmission lines. Now here you pause the video and just look at this particular diagram. Okay, and after that one you refer this diagram. Okay, my intention is that if you understand the diagrams, from these diagrams you can identify the important points and you can analyze the topic. Now this part is the generator part. Okay, now here this is a step up transformer. Now here you got the loads connected. Now here these lines are representing transmission lines. So here you got 3 transmission lines. Now this diagram represents a single transmission line. So this is the transmission part. Now this side you can have a replacement here. So here I will represent, instead of this particular part, I will represent this as the generation part. Okay, now here this is a transmission line connected to the load. Now the concept is that what is a transmission line? You identify the transmission line and you have to define what is a transmission line. So the definition of a transmission line can be given like this: it is a carrier between the remote generating station. Remote generating station means the generating station which is far away, and the distance between load and the generator or the generating part will be in kilometers. Okay, so the transmission line is a carrier between generating part and the load. Okay, now what is a transmission line means? It is basically made of conducting material. So it is made up of a conducting material. So the conducting material is either aluminum or copper. Now let us see the level of voltages. Now refer to this diagram or just the representation here. Now and again we go for this. So I had written only the starting letters. Okay, L, H, E, M, U. Okay, just simply remember L, H, E, M, U. So total 5 different voltage levels are there. Okay, now what is L represents means it is low voltage level or low voltages. Next, high voltages, extra high voltages, modern extra high voltages. Here U represents the ultra high voltages. Now let us see what is the difference going on between these voltage levels. Okay, now here the voltage level which is LV is the voltages which is under 220 volts and 415 volts. Now basically what is the difference between the other voltage levels and low voltage means here the values of voltages will be in volts, just volts. Here it is 220 volts, 415 volts, but the other voltage levels will be different. So the units there will be in terms of kilovolts. You identify here kV. Okay, so the other voltage levels other than low voltage will be in terms of kilovolts. So that is the main difference here. So low voltages will be 220 to 415 volts. So these two will come under low voltages. Now high voltages will be 11 kV and 33 kV. So here the most important point is that in India most of the power generations will be 11 kV levels only. Now the other voltage levels, extra high voltages 66 kV, 132 kV, 220 kV. Now modern extra high voltages will be 400 kV. Now ultra high voltages will be 765 kV and above these values of voltages.